Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well, even with it being final season. If you clicked on this video, I hope this isn't meant to stress you out, but it's really meant to be more of just like a general, we're all kind of going through it. You're not alone, kind of type of thing. But yeah, so happy final season to all my fellow college students out there. It's it's been a brutal semester. But you know what? We can see the light at the tunnel. We're almost there. We're almost done. But yeah. My final season. It's going. I have an accounting final on Friday, and I am not a finance major at all. I'm not a business major. I'm a public policy major. So think like government, that kind of stuff. But I'm a business minor, so I have to take accounting, and it's financial accounting, and I can't say I'm particularly a huge fan of accounting. There's some ASMR YouTuber I watch. The ASMR outdoorsman, I think he's like my age. He's majoring in accounting. Props to him. That could not be me. Just not up my alley. I'm not like a numerical person. I'm more of a writing essay kind of person. Like if I know a class is going to be an essay based, I love essay based classes because at least I know what those. Like I know I can write a paper. I know it might be like a long paper. It might be a lot of work, but I don't feel as stressed about a paper as I do about a final. So, obviously with accounting, you can't really make like an essay out of it. I don't know. I would love them to see them try, but it's not really for me. But other than that, my finals are okay. It's actually like 2:30 a.m. right now. I finished studying for the accounting exam coming up, and then I spent a couple hours studying for that, and then I spent like a couple hours. I took a break in between. So I spent some time studying early this afternoon. I worked this morning, then spent some time studying, then took a break. I went and saw the new Hunger Games movie with one of my good friends. It was pretty good. But then I came back to my apartment, grabbed my stuff, walked back to campus, swiped into I have like 24/7 access to one of the buildings, so like most students do. So I went into one of those. Just kind of posted up in that reading room for a while and just, try to really grind it out. But I don't know. There's still a bit more I want to improve on. Tomorrow I have a review session taught by the professor, so I'm hoping that would also be helpful. I'll continue to do some practice exams, but yeah. But other than that, it's my only actual exam final. I had another exam for one of my public policy classes, but it was like before exam time, like it was during regular class time, so I was okay. I was fine with it. Like I don't know if it was my best exam, but that's okay. Yeah, I just like my other classes, they're all essay based, so I just had to write like a couple page papers, I had to write a 21-page group paper, but it was with a group. It was two other people in my program, so we knocked that out in like an hour. Pretty proud of us. But we had written previous drafts, but like we had to combine all the drafts. It took us an hour to like make all the edits we needed to do. But yeah, so if it's like an essay-based class, I'm there. I know I can do it. But like if it's like an exam-based class, especially for a class I'm not too passionate about, like I'm business. I really like the strategy and marketing side, but I do not like the finance or accounting side. Last year I took finance, introduction to finance, and it was really hard, and we were not allowed to use Excel in the class because the professor wants to do everything by hand. So that was a struggle. That was like my lowest GPA on record that semester. That was not a good semester for me. I bounced back. I usually always do better winter semester than I do fall semester. I'm hoping this year I'll break that cycle, because this is also my last semester as a full-time student. I'm only taking one class next semester, and then I graduate in May. So I still got some time. Um, so, but it's also my last like actual like exam of my college career, I consider it, because like next semester the class I'm taking is a paper-based class. So, and it's actually super interesting. So I'm excited for that one. But after this accounting exam, I'm done. I'm done with my business minor. I'm done with my business minor. So I just have to take one more class for my major, and then I'll be all set. Yeah, but this semester has just been so hard for no reason. It's been incredibly taxing and brutal semester. Um, Part of it is also because like I'm trying to find a job right now as well, and the job market for the industry I'm trying to go into is not really amazing. It's super competitive right now, more so in previous years from what I've heard, because they gave a lot of people return offers, and from their internships, so a lot of them went back. So this is the market for consulting right now. It's just not great. But like I did a consulting internship a lot over the summer, but it was like not one where you get a return offer. It was a very specialized program. I don't really want to get into it. I really liked it. Like I learned a lot, but like it's not like one where you can get like a return offer from. They just don't do those. And so, where's I going with this? Oh yeah, so the job market right now is just not ideal, but I'm also trying to find a job. So that really stressed me out. I actually have after my accounting exam on Friday, I have a job interview. It's for I'm trying to move to the East Coast, so it's at a firm in the East Coast area. I don't want to say what city or like what firm or really what industry. I don't know. I'm just like I don't want to jinx it. Also, I just don't want to put too much personal information out on YouTube. Like internet safety. Yeah, I try not to be too open on here. Like I don't use my real name. Yeah, and a variety of things. But yeah, basically, the point of this video is just gonna like talk about what I'm going through, so you guys can kind of get like a feeling, and kind of hopefully can relate. Like I want you to know like you're not in this alone. Final season is always really brutal on everyone. You know, some of your friends might be smiling, they might be saying, you know, their final season's going great. They feel they're in the same position as you. Like don't let it stress you out too much. I'm someone who I take school really seriously, and a large part of that is because school I go to. I don't want to say what school I go to, but like, academics here are such a major focus. Like we're ranked pretty highly for academics. I don't want to get in like I don't really believe the rankings too much, but we're ranked pretty highly for that. So like there's this pressure from the university for us to continue to do well in that space. No, the athletics department is also pretty great too. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not gonna say what school I go to. It's just I just don't want people to know on here just because it's so public. I don't want to have a stalker. I've heard it. Yeah, I used to get comments when I first started my channel like years ago. I would always delete them. It was like people would be always asking for a large amount of like highly personal information. I was just like, I don't owe you I don't owe you that information. Like you don't need it. But yeah, like that's okay. That was a tangent aside. But yeah, I hope your final season is, you know, it's going well. But I hope your final season is going well. And you know what? If not, that's okay. You know, these things definitely happen. I've been there. Last year I took finance, and I did not do well in my exam at all. But the business school at my university has this really, in my opinion, frustrating policy, because like they'll make their classes super hard, but then they'll curve the class so much. But there's a way they curve the class. It's based on like your performance compared to other people in the class. Where it's basically like only a certain percentage can get an A, only a percentage can get an A minus. I don't really know why they do that. In the conversations I've had with some of the business professors, they're not really too big of a fan of that policy. Whereas like the school for my actual program, my program's housed in, it's like just your normal classes, like your normal grading structure, and there's grade inflation at my program. But that's just because like they just want us to do well. But also, that's like, the classes, they're not hard, but they're not easy either. It's like, as long as you show effort, like, you'll do fine. Like, I love my majors classes. They're all really great. It's my minors classes are always the ones that are frustrating. But you know what? Light at the tunnel. I am almost done. Because I took all my requirements. So like I said, I just have one more class. I'm pretty much done with my business minor. After Friday, I will be done with the business minor. I got it released, so I'm set. So I'm pretty excited for that to be done. But yeah, this semester has just been it's been insane. I'm involved with a lot on campus. So I work part-time. I'm in a professional fraternity. I have a leadership position in student government, which takes up a lot of my time. So I want to make a return to the channel, but I don't want to like promise anything. I feel like every time I promise something, life gets in the way. So I just don't want to give false promises about if I'm gonna fully come back to this or not. I think this channel is something it'll always be there, and I'll probably make more videos over break once I have more time. But yeah, basically, a final season. It's brutal. I have like this candle here. It's a coffee and whiskey candle. My friends got it for me. This past weekend I did a Friendsgiving, and it was a lot of fun. I did 2 nights of it, because my apartment isn't super large, so I split into 2 groups. So I invited around 32 people. They didn't all show, of course, but like, I think we had probably around maybe close to 27 people show up. So I did like 14 one night, 13 the other night, and it was just really nice seeing everyone. But one of my friends that came, they gave me this candle. I'm kind of into candles lately. I have this other one right here. My other friends got me. It's this wood fire, this like campfire scented candle, and I love it. And then this one, it's like a nice refreshing scent. I don't really know how to describe it. But yeah, anyways, back to my tangent about finals. It's just like a ASMR Ramble video, but simultaneously, my friend's 22nd birthday is on Thursday, and they wanted us to go out. They wanted me to go out with them, along with our other friends. I was like, sorry guys, I have a final for my accounting class at 10:30 a.m. So I will not be going. I'm not going out tomorrow night. I'll be holed up, working on studying on that grind. But she understands. So, and I'm going to her birthday party the following day. So Friday night will be fun. It'll be nice to see everyone. It'll be a very wholesome event. But yeah, so on top of that, I also decided to pick up more shifts this week at my job, because I purchased my plane ticket for spring break in a couple months, and I needed some money for spring break, so I picked up a couple more shifts, even though it was during finals week, because that plane ticket was expensive. I'm just going to Florida. I'm going to Florida with some of my friends, because one of my friends has a place down there. So we're going to Florida. But ironically, Delta was the cheapest. Like, we looked everywhere. Like, Spirit was so expensive, which is insane, because 2 years ago I flew to California from the airport from my college town, and I paid $90 for a round trip Spirit flight. Like not like $90 total, because I also checked a bag each way, so it's like maybe coming out closer to like probably $170 total. But I was looking at Spirit to go to Florida, and it was like starting at like, after you did price everything out, it was around like $450. It was insane. Delta was like $387, which is not much better. And I'm paying for all of it myself, so picking up some extra hours. then I'm going home as well. So I was like, okay, I'll pick up extra hours right before I go to go home for winter break, so just get some more money, save up. But then my boss was like, hey, so we're posting some of these virtual work from home shifts. So I work for the university's, like, one of their campus stores, and it's like, it's customer service, it's all person, except this one aspect. They were like, okay, we're doing this, like, work from home project, if you want, you can do it. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So it's like, over winter break, I can claim up to 20, I can do 20 billable hours, so I'll be able to get some money for spring break. I can't wait. Like, honestly, it's gonna be such a nice trip. I'm so excited. I'm not planning to do anything, like, too crazy. Like, I don't go out, you guys. Like, I stay in, and all my friends, like, we're all homebodies, so we all just, like, stay in, or, like, just we'll meet up with each other, and, like, we don't go out. And so I think this trip would just be really nice, like, all of us just staying in, but also, like, we'll be in Florida, so it'll be warm, because the school I go to, I just almost dropped this. The school I go to, it is really cold here. It is really cold. So I'm looking forward to it. I didn't really do anything last year for spring break. I just went home instead because we had plans, but the plans fell through. But this time we booked everything, so the plans are happening regardless. But yeah, final season is it's alright. Like, I'm going through it. Like, between, like, picking up more shifts and then this whole accounting exam and this job interview, there's a lot of stress, but I'm trying not to let it get to me too much. I think it's probably the best advice I once received. It's just like, don't let these things just boil over into you. In high school, I was so stressed all the time. Like, my grades were such a huge core my grades in high school were such a huge core tenet of my self-worth, which is not healthy at all. And coming to this university, I was like, okay, you know what? It's okay if if I don't get an A in every paper, or I don't get an A on every exam, because it's a really hard school. So that's really helped me deal with it, I guess. It's like being more comfortable with, not like failure. Like, I don't consider, like, getting a B- a failure, but, like, just getting used to different academic expectations for myself. I don't know, how's your guys' final season going? I hope it's going well. This was just a crazy fall semester. Last fall semester I was also going through it. I was working for the university, but I also had an internship, and I was taking 5 classes, was again involved in student government. I don't really know what I was in, and I also had I was also treasurer of my fraternity for 2 years, so that was, like, one of the years I was treasurer. So last year was just insane. Last fall was insane. I don't know how I got through it, but I think it's proof that, like, you can get through things that seem really challenging. I don't know, it's just that every fall semester is always just brutal. Winter semester is usually better, which is kind of ironic, but I always feel like winter semester is, like, my bounce back semester. I just feel like I'm doing better winter semester. It was just because I think the classes I take winter semester, I try to save, like, my winter semester for, like, classes I enjoy, to kind of, like, counteract the effects of the weather here. But, even the weather sucks and it's really cold and it's awful to be outside, like, at least my classes are nice, I don't really drink much caffeine either. I've been trying to kind of, like, wean myself off of it. But this morning, I got, like, 6 hours. I got, like, 7 or 8 hours of sleep last night. And I was so exhausted. I got up at 8 to go to work at 9. And I was so exhausted. I bought coffee, which I haven't done for a while. And that helped. But, like, Oh my gosh, you guys. I was so tired. But I'm not really one doing, like, I've never pulled an all-nighter in my entire college career. I just, like, I don't do well with all-night. I know I won't do well with an all-nighter. It's just not for me. I'd rather spend the day studying and, you know, try to get, like, a restful sleep, the best I can, at least. Because your health is important, and I'm just one where, like, if I don't physically feel good, I know I won't do well in an exam. So, that's kind of my advice with that. Just take care of yourself this season, during final season. But yeah, just take care of yourself. Take some time for yourself. It's really important, like, even during final season, especially if during final season, just, like, take some time just to, you know, not study and just do something you enjoy for a little bit. Whether it's, like, baking or cooking or something, reading a book, watching your favorite TV show. It's important that you have a balanced lifestyle. It's definitely something I've been really trying to do, or at least get better at. I am not the best at self-care, but I'm trying to do better. Alright, on that note, I'm actually really tired, so I have to get up early in the morning for another shift at work. So I'm probably going to end it here. But yeah, I just hope you all have a really great rest of your final season. Hope good luck with all your exams and final papers. Hope you have a nice, relaxing, and restorative winter break. I know I personally am really excited just for my winter break, and I know hope you are for your own winter break as well. But yeah, talk to you guys soon.